Hi everyone, my name is Jare Tiamiyu and I am the Executive Director of Insight Initiative for Community and Social Development. This is you and the electoral law. And here we are going to be talking about the processes. What do you need to understand about the Electoral Act? What do you need to understand about the process of the election? Election is beyond queuing up on the election day and also voting on that day. Election is beyond that. Election has to do with the processes that started from the day INEC announced the notice of election, and after that a lot of processes will be happening, some among the political parties, some will be done by INEC, some will be by you and I. One of the ones that will be done by you and I is the voters registration, CVR, collection of your PVC, and all those things will be done by you and I before the election day when we go out and queue. So we are here to do a kind of enlightenment on what you need to understand by the Electoral Act. How does the Electoral Act protect you? How does it protect me? And in what way do you ensure that you stay by the law and not go overboard? And this episode will be discussing Electoral Act itself. What do you understand by the Electoral Act? We went to the streets. My colleague Tiamiyu went to the streets, and these are what he brought.
Electoral Act has to do with the body that govern election.
I don't understand by Electoral Act because there will be a court so there are different departments. Is it by election or by...
Yes, as you can see it there, different people were saying different things about the Electoral Act. Some people said they do not even understand what the Electoral Act is. Somebody said it's the body that governs the election process. Is it the body? No. Somebody even said it's the constitution or the constitution of the election. Is that right? We can say it is right, but no, we'll say that it is not perfectly right. Electoral Act means that document that contains law that governs the electoral process. It is an act of the National Assembly, and this is how an act is come about. We start by a bill. A bill will be presented, and then when it is passed by the National Assembly, in this case, both upper and the lower chambers pass this Electoral Act. And the one that we are having now is called the Electoral Act 2026, which was passed in February 2026, precisely on February 17, 2026, and it was signed into law by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu on February 18, 2026. So to you now, I think you have learned something. Electoral Act is not the body. Electoral Act is the document, the laws, the book that contains laws that governs the electoral process. I believe that you have learned something in today's episode of Inside the Electoral Act, and I would like to see you in some other episode. My name is Jare Tiamiyu, and this is Inside the Electoral Act, a project of Insight Initiative for Community and Social Development. I will see you some other time. Bye for now.